Today, we're going to be talking about push-ups, and more specifically, some little tips and tricks that you can use to grow stronger in your ability to do push-ups. This is the Bennie Barre Pilates studio.
Hey everybody, today we're talking push-ups. The push-up in Pilates comes at the end of the classical series, and we walk out into a plank, do a push-up or several push-ups, pike back up and walk back in. So it's at the end because push-ups are challenging, and the classical series progresses from easier beginner to more challenging. They get more challenging as you go along. Today I'm going to talk about push-ups and how you can strengthen your own push-ups. First of all, let's focus on the Pilates push-up right here. We'll roll down through the spine, hands come to the mat, and we walk out. So first of all, we want our hamstrings to be nice and lengthened before coming down that way. We're in a nice proper plank position. And then elbows are going to tuck into the body as we come down and right back up. Send the hips up to the sky and walk back in. Roll up through the spine. And you can take that into a single leg variation here as well. Walking out. Pressing up. And walking back in. Alright, so how to build up to that if that feels pretty impossible for you right now. So let's talk about the push-up. First of all, when we have a nice push-up, we want to make sure that we are maintaining a proper plank. So if you haven't watched my proper plank video, how to do that nice proper plank, go watch it right here. I'm going to link it up above, so you can go ahead and click on that and look at it. You're going to want to know that before going into the push-up, because we want to be in that proper plank in the push-up. So a lot of times, people want to tilt their bums up when they come down. There's a lot of pressure on your low back. Keep it tucked under, stay in that proper plank. Also, things to avoid, like dipping your head. People want to come here and like dip their head down as they press up. It's actually kind of making it more challenging and difficult for what you're trying to do. So, push-ups. And we're talking, of course, there's various variations for hand positions for the push-ups. And the Pilates push-up, our elbows are tight into the body, and we come down like this. Now, truth, these push-ups are very challenging. So, a lot of times we see push-ups out here with the hands turned in and elbows flare out to the side. A little easier. We can do that all day, maybe. But here we want to have the elbows in, and these are really challenging. It's your G.I. Jane moment for the day, or G.I. Joe. Okay, so for these push-ups, in order to strengthen them here, we can do what's called a negative push-up, which is kind of the same concept as a negative pull-up. If you can't physically do a full pull-up, then doing the slow release from the top of the pull-up bar is going to work the same muscles. So you can jump up to the top of the pull-up bar and then slowly release back down, working the same muscles that it takes to pull you up. But if you can't physically do it, you really can't work from a point where you can't do it at all, right? So if you jump up on a pull-up bar and slow lower down, that negative pull-up can be beneficial in training your muscles to get strong enough so that you can do successfully a pull-up. We're going to take that same concept into negative push-ups. Okay, so we can lower down the body as fast or as slow as you're physically capable of. If you can't push back up to do a full push-up, we're just going to work on lowering down, then we'll drop to the knees, send the hips back, and come right back into that plank. So I'll show you right here. All right, we're going to step out into that plank right here. We're going to slowly lower down. As slow as you can go, controlling it. Come all the way down to the bottom. Drop to those knees. Push back, send the hips back into a little rest pose. Keep the toes tucked under, and then pop right back out into that nice plank. If you have to set it up differently, where it's a little bit slower to come back there, whatever it takes to get you into that proper position. Lower down slowly, drop the knees, push back, come right back out into that plank to go again. Now, if those muscles aren't quite developed and that's not so easy, it doesn't have to be so slow. So you can take that fast down to the mat we want to just make sure, like if this is how you have to do it right here, that's the slowest you can go, that is not a problem. Do that. So what we want to avoid is just coming here and just dropping. So you can hear my body hit the mat. My muscles haven't been engaged at all to try to resist me on the way down. So if you have to do it fast, but your muscles are working and resisting, it doesn't really matter. If you keep doing that, you'll build up to take it down slowly, but do engage the muscles and resist on the way down rather than just letting yourself drop. Okay? So right here, dropping down. Drop those knees. You can even hover right here. Then drop the knees, press back, pop right back out, and just keep going. So you can speed up the pace. You can work from your own level. Okay, so if this is feeling really, really challenging and you're like, what's the step before this? You can come to a lower lever plank position, doing push-ups on your knees, and we can lower down into that push-up just to the point that we can maintain and we're able to push ourselves back up. So not the whole way down necessarily, but just until you can push yourself back up and experiment there. Let's take it down to our lower lever plank. We're gonna step back, tuck under, so we're in this plank position with our knees down. And then you can lower into a push-up just as low as you're strong enough to press yourself back up without losing your form. So it's better to just come here and come back up than go like the whole way down and then, having to move your body so you can get back up. So you can come right here, just as low as you can, bending in while you're building up to keeping those elbows tight into the body. Right here, trust me, this is working. It's working. So you can even, if that's really challenging, bring the knees in, be in a full quadruped position, and just come down here and press back up. So that's changing where all the weight's coming in. In fact, you're working your muscles in a different way to just come here and work up to strength. And just think about maintaining that form. Remember, when it comes to modifications are nothing to be scared of, ashamed of, or avoided. Some people don't like to take on a practice like Pilates or yoga because they get in there and can't do anything, and it's super frustrating. Remember, modifications are options. Modifications are doing something. They are leading you, if it's a good modification, they are leading you to a point where you can actually do the exercise that you're wanting to do, right? So modifications should be doing something for you. There is a point and purpose to modifications. Work with them and let them work for you. It's just another option. Can't go here, bring it here. This will help you to go here. Keep with it. I hope that you find these tips to be useful for growing and strengthening in your own push-up practice.
Thanks so much for joining me here at the Bennie Barre Pilates Studio. Check out my channel for more Pilates fundamentals, barre, springboard Pilates, and much more. I also post on my channel Pilates how-tos where I break down exercises from beginning to end, including modifications. If you have an exercise that you're struggling with and want some tips for, please let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time in the studio.